QVO Tactical, where we oh man. YouTube, what's going on? If you are new here, my name is Roger. I own a company called QVO Tactical where we make holsters and gear, and we also film content for this channel. Today, I wanted to bring you guys a quick little video talking about a few topics that I get a bunch of questions about. Quick disclaimer, if you're part of the group that typically comes to this channel for the gun-related content, that's not what this video is going to be entirely about today.
No! God, please, no! No!
However, if you are one of the people that follow this channel because of how we started our business or why we're doing YouTube, or if you're curious about how to become an influencer or get products, stuff like that, I'm going to cover some of that stuff in relation to my experiences with it in this video today. Alright, so first off, why YouTube? Well, a few things. I saw success with a lot of my other friends, mainly Talon, and Talon helped me start building a channel. If you guys go way back, the first couple of vlogs I did were Derek and I going on a trip to see City in Color, and while it was fun for him and I to watch, they were very long, they were very boring. At that time, I had been following Casey Neistat, which I still do, but I mean, I was watching his videos religiously. His hustle and sense of urgency to grow and build what he has done for himself to me is just awesome, and his channel was a good example of things for me to learn. Okay, so back to the question, why YouTube? For me, I needed something to challenge me creatively other than just making the holsters. In addition to that, I kind of wanted to document our process from when we were starting out bringing on staff to what it is now. You guys have seen with Dez, Mike, Gabe, it was kind of something for us to document and laugh at or go back and look at a few years later down the road and just kind of have something documented for us to see how we all started. Now, one of the other reasons that we started YouTube, monetization. We have passed the requirements for YouTube to monetize us, however, we have not been monetized. And I honestly probably don't think we will be, only because of the new rules that they have in place for the monetization rules.
Stupid.
Is what it is. YouTube's a private company. However, there are ways to still utilize YouTube to generate revenue so that we can keep filming these videos for you guys. One of the ways are the coupon codes that I hide in some of our vlog type videos like this one. Those codes are typically one-time use because they are a significant discount of 20 to 25%. And when I put 4 or 5 of those videos, you guys go and buy holsters, which helps us out a lot and also gives you guys a little break on the price. That being said, when you guys go and buy those holsters, that video will make us $300 to $400, which helps us buy whatever new equipment or weapon or whatever we're going to use for the next video we're going to film. And don't get me wrong, if YouTube does monetize us, yeah, that would be great. I would love to get paid for making these videos. That's just a cherry on the top. That isn't the entire reason why we make the videos though. Alright, the next question I get, how I acquire products and if I pay for them or if they're given to me, and does it affect my opinion and give me a bias towards my review? So I'm gonna answer and address all that right now. A good portion of what you guys see, yes, is given to me. At the same time, a good portion of what you guys see, I purchase with my own money. QVO does well. Like, I'm living my dream. Like, I get to do what I want with my free time. This is work. I'm working overtime on a Saturday to film this video, but I have fun doing it. And after working in the government sector for 11 years, yeah, not having to clock in or clock out or answer to somebody is awesome. All right, so back to how I acquire the gear for this channel. An example, Verdicts. You guys see on Instagram how Verdicts sends me every bag that they pretty much have on their lineup. And yes, they do send that to me for free, but fine print. I work with their marketing team, so for those bags, I produce videos, I produce photos, I produce stuff that they'll use in catalog or during trade show events, stuff like that. So it's not exactly free. I am producing content with what they give me in exchange for the product to keep. Now you guys might ask, oh, is that why you use it because it's free? Well, honestly guys, for me to go and film this video takes a lot more time. If you were to equate, you guys always hear the saying, time is money, right? So for the time that it takes me to film a video, edit a video, and do all this stuff versus $150, it's not equivalent. So it's a lot more work than it would be if I went out and made a couple of holsters in less than an hour's time and just bought the bag myself, if that kind of makes sense to you guys. I stand behind the product. My first Verdicts bag wasn't just given to me from the company. I went to a class and I won the shoot off and I was given a range bag. So yes, luckily, yeah, the bag was still given to me. However, I found a lot of value in verdicts and I started photographing that product, and that's what led me into getting meetings with their marketing team and working with them now. Now some may ask, does that give me a bias when I do reviews? Honestly, no. Guys, you won't see anything on this channel that I'll be reviewing that I don't like or I wouldn't personally go out and buy myself. The last video I just did, the aim point acros, I had a lot of interest in it. I went and dropped $1,000 and bought 2 of them myself. Aimpoint didn't send them to me. I got hooked up with a 20% discount for being in the industry, but for the most part, yeah, like I had to pay for those and those mounts and the guns that they were on. So there's a lot more that goes behind the video than what you just see, the free product that was given. Another example I want to talk about, because I get a lot of questions or a lot of DMs and sometimes a lot of hate, is the Flux Brace. Yeah, Flux has sent me like 5 braces. But guys, I want you to understand, for me to get those kitted out to what they need to be, I had to buy 2 Glock 34 MOSs, 2 Delta points, the Acro, I had to buy the Surefire XH35, Surefire X300 Ultra. So, I mean, there's a lot of money that goes into utilizing the free brace that was sent to me. I would have much rather paid for the brace and got all that other stuff for free. So, I really want everybody to understand that there's a lot of money and time that goes into producing this content. And for those out there who just think, oh man, he's an influencer and he gets stuff, that's not the accurate case here. Another thing I want to talk about is how you can utilize resources that you currently have if you are in this industry to film and make this content. For example, I have pretty much industry accounts with every manufacturer that I utilize. And what I mean by that is, because we produce content, I get put on a special list for a certain discount. And some discounts are significant, some aren't. But my point behind that is, use what's available to you. So I've been a law enforcement instructor for the last 9 years. With that, I have access to certain brands who offer industry discounts because I'm a law enforcement instructor. So yes, I will use those accounts to buy products that I need for this channel. And for the last topic, I want to address some of the comments I see on other pages pertaining to when we do reviews about being an influencer and he gets priority and he gets the stuff for free, yada, yada, yada. QVO started 6 years ago. Back then, we had like 6 followers. You guys might remember our first videos. Des and I used to always say, thanks for the 6 of you watching. We've grown. Instagram we've got a pretty decent following. YouTube, our following starting to gain traction. But with that being said, we had to build that. So the people that want to comment negativity, I really feel like there's a misunderstanding and they don't get all the time and work that went into building up an influence that companies find valuable to them when trying to market their product. Like everything, you have to invest, whether it's your money, your time, work, whatever. So if you want to become an influencer, which I know everybody hates that term, it is what it is, you gotta do this. And this is just my experience. You gotta spend your own money buying products, buying gear. Guys, this Nikon Z6 camera that I'm filming with, I got lucky one night, won $2 grand playing blackjack, so I bought the camera. However, this Nikon D850 sitting over here, that thing was $3,600 and I paid for that with my own money. Nikon doesn't really give any sponsorships to the gun industry, so yeah, you're gonna have to buy the equipment yourself. If you want to start to build a following, look at the things that you're interested in, things that you're passionate about. For me, yeah, it's been firearms since I was a kid, so I was already gonna buy these products to begin with, but why not start producing content about those products, and maybe I'll catch the eye of some executive or some company or some employee that works for some company. They'll find value in what I'm doing and want to collaborate. And then maybe that collaboration turns into a paid stream of revenue. Through trial and error, that's the whole thing I've learned with influencing on social media and kind of transparency for you guys that are curious about how we get products, if we're buying them, if we're getting them for free. It's about half and half. And the thing is, if I want something, yeah, I'll reach out to the company ask. I just reached out to Trigicon, my contact over there, about getting the SRO because I want that optic. They don't have any for T&E or that they can give out, so I'm reaching out to the law enforcement programs that I have to buy one. And if they don't have one, I just want to find one that's in stock and will ship so I can get a video done for you guys. Just like you guys out there, they're trying to get the hottest, latest new product. I don't always get early access to them, so I go out and try to buy them. I will say this, I'm in a little bit of a different situation than most people who are using social media to bring in revenue. I think it's a great platform. However, I have a business that I run and now I'm using social media such as YouTube, the reason we started it, as another stream of revenue. YouTube just supports what we do here at QVO. It's just one of the many streams that flow into our holster manufacturing process. We have QVO, then we have YouTube videos, then we have private instruction that we do here in town. So there are a bunch of different funnels that go all into QVO so that all of us can do what we want with our own time. That's the whole point behind us running a business and doing this. Anyway, I wanted to just take a minute, kind of address those questions. I hope some of you found this video valuable. I hope that answers a lot of questions. I do really get the DM, the email every single day about, hey, how do I become a sponsored shooter for QVO, or how do I become an influencer for QVO? Everybody that I send free product to has been a customer. They all purchased a lot of holsters, a lot of gear from QVO, and went out and produced their own content. And then I caught wind of it. You guys all know Talon. He's one of our sponsored shooters. He's also one of my best buds. Talon was one of my first customers 6 years ago, and he ended up producing a video after buying like 6 of our holsters that just blew me out of the water. And I reached out to him and was like, hey man, let's set something up so we can help you out and continue to produce holsters for all of the videos that you need to do. And that's how that whole friendship started. And now when Talon was just out here, we didn't even do any holster stuff. We just went out and hung out. So for those asking how those people have gotten on to get free gear and free product and stuff from us, that's how it works. Garrett Ross, you guys might know him from Instagram as well. Garrett, I think he was a customer for about 1.5 years and continually engaged, DM me, talked to me over the course of like 6 months, and then came out to Vegas, wanted to do a private training, paid for a private training, bought 6 holsters, and he was just relentless about producing content, and he would just talk about all of the things that he found that worked well for him with our QVO Wingman holster, and he also brought to my attention some things that he didn't like. So I found value in somebody who took our product and wanted to make content about it and share their experiences. So that's how all the people on our sponsor team became sponsored. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you guys liked it, give us a thumbs up down below. I appreciate you going through the whole video if you made it there. If you are new here, consider subscribing as we post several videos throughout the week, and I will see you on the next video.